How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. From a ghostly figure seen looming over a patient during a sleep study to a creepy clown caught breaking in on CCTV. We count 10 of the scariest things caught on camera while people were sleeping. But before we get into it, remember to hit that subscribe button for more awesome creepy content just like this.
People all around the world often report a male presence watching over them as they sleep. Thousands of individual sightings have been described by people from all walks of life, yet somehow they all characterize the same figure, a tall, slender man who's always wearing a wide-brimmed hat. In 2017, a woman captured this unsettling photo while dozing in her bed. She was listening to a podcast, and just as she began to drift off, she felt a dark, ominous presence in the room and glanced over to the window. She claims that a tall figure with a hat was standing by her bed, watching intently. She reached for her phone and took a photo, but quickly realized there was no one in the room. When she looked at the photo, however, she couldn't believe what she saw. There was a solid black figure standing in the room wearing what looked like a top hat. There are several scientific explanations for shadow people sightings. People who suffer from sleep paralysis often report being watched by shadow beings. They say these dark entities enter their room and watch them sleep. Some neuroscientists suggest that these conditions cause the sufferer to wake in a heightened emotional state, which can cause a mild hallucination, in this case moving shadows. The most striking aspect about this phenomenon is that the reports are all so congruent. They all describe almost the exact same thing, a dark, ominous figure that watches them as they sleep. How is it that thousands of people around the world all see the exact same figure? If you or anyone you know has ever seen the Hat Man while you're sleeping, let us know in the comments section below. In 2016, this creepy video surfaced of an intruder entering a Chicago home while the couple slept on the couch. The footage captured on the home security camera shows the man peering down from on top of the stairs. He managed to enter the house through an unlocked door and moved so quietly he didn't even wake up the couple's two dogs that were sleeping at their feet. Homeowner Jack McKercher and his girlfriend Jordan Baranskis had no idea that the intruder had even entered their home until Baranskis noted that her purse was missing. McKercher thought that she may have left it at the restaurant the night before, so they watched the security footage to help retrace their steps. At first, McKercher thought the figure wearing the white hoodie who was standing at the top of the stairs was his girlfriend. However, the couple soon realized that it was actually an intruder and were immediately terrified. The thief, who was thought to be responsible for several break-ins in the area, was quickly given the nickname the Creeper Ghost. After examining the footage, police patrols were stepped up in the area. On New Year's Eve 2015, a man wearing nothing but a Ronald Reagan mask and a sock was caught lurking outside reality TV star Danielle Yancey's Alabama residence. The security camera footage shows the creeper crouching outside the house and peering into the windows. Danielle's husband, Bart, had just taken out the trash when he caught a glimpse of the shadowy intruder. He yelled at the man and briefly gave chase while calling 911 from his cell phone. Danielle Yancey, who was the star of the TV show Jersey Belle, posted the footage to her Facebook page in an effort to identify the masked invader. After the footage went viral, the man came forward and issued an apology, saying that he was part of a group that had approached the house as part of a dare. In August 2017, writer and illustrator Adam Ellis began posting details to Twitter of a ghost that he believed was haunting his apartment. He believed that the ghost, who was actually a small boy, was even trying to kill him. Ellis said that the first time he saw the ghost, he was experiencing sleep paralysis when the boy suddenly appeared in the green rocking chair at the foot of his bed. He then claimed that he awoke just as the ghost, who had a large head that was dented on one side, lunged at him. Ellis then tweeted that he had another dream a few nights later in which he met a girl in a library. She explained that the boy he had been seeing in his dreams was known as Dear David, and that he only appears at midnight. She then told Ellis that if he ever saw the boy again, he could ask him 2 questions as long as he started the questions with Dear David. If he asked him 3 questions, however, he would kill him. Not long after, Ellis moved into the apartment upstairs and things seemed to return to normal. One night, Alice tweeted that his cats had been gathering at the front door to his new apartment, staring at the door as though something was on the other side. He believed that the ghost from his dreams had found him once again. Alice was right. Dear David began appearing in his dreams once more. In one, Alice dreamed that Dear David was dragging him by the arm through an abandoned warehouse. When he woke, he had a large bruise around his wrist. Over the next few months, Alice posted several videos of his cats behaving very strangely, almost as though they were chasing something invisible around the house. That's when things started to get really scary. One night, Alice dreamed that Dear David was standing at the foot of his bed, although this time something was different. He was no longer paralysed. He reached for his camera and took several photos of the ghost as it slowly crawled into his bed. The next day, Alice looked at his phone and realised that he had actually taken dozens of photographs. Most were dark and difficult to make out, but when he adjusted the brightness on 3 of the photos, they showed something very disturbing. There, in the chair at the foot of his bed, was a child with a large head that was dented on one side. A little over a month later, Alice posted another series of photos. These were even more terrifying than the last ones. Alice had installed an app on his phone that automatically takes photos every 60 seconds. In them, you can see a small boy moving around the room. In one, the boy is actually standing on the bed watching Alice while he sleeps. Alice believes that the last photo that his phone took even shows Dear David's head just as he's reaching for the camera. Over the next few months, Alice's tweets became increasingly bizarre, leading many to speculate that David was actually starting to possess Alice. While Alice claimed to be fine, viewers noted the increasingly juvenile style of his posts. Then suddenly, everything seemed to return to normal. Alice stopped talking about Dear David altogether. Then on June 7th, 2018, Alice tweeted that he had been approached by a film studio who wanted to turn his experiences into a movie. This tweet led many to concede that the whole story may have actually been made up. However, Alice still claims that everything that happened to him was true. Was it then just a cleverly crafted story, or was Alice actually haunted by the spirit of a young boy? To follow Adam Alice and keep up to date with the Dear David story, there's a link to his Twitter in the description box below. In 2015, a security camera captured a man prowling outside a house in Flushing, Queens. He can be seen entering the house at around 3:30 AM and once inside stalks around for about half an hour before quietly entering a bedroom. A baby monitor then captures the man crawling around on the floor on his hands and knees with a knife in his mouth. He carefully makes his way over to a bedroom dresser and takes a cell phone from on top. Unbeknownst to the thief, the residents were actually awake when the man entered the room. They initially thought that he was one of the 3 children who were asleep in the room at the time. However, when the resident realised the dark shadowy figure was actually an intruder, they shouted at the man, who immediately ran away. Luckily for the shaken residents, the situation ended without anyone getting hurt. There's very little information available about this image. However, it was supposedly captured on an infrared digital camera at a sleep clinic. The patient was being videotaped as part of a study when a mysterious ghostly figure seemingly entered the room and appeared to stand over the patient as they slept. When doctors reviewed the footage the following day, they discovered this frightening image. While the photo is dark and grainy, you can definitely see a humanoid shape standing over the patient. The figure has a mist-like quality to it and appears to be passing straight through the bed's guardrails. While many think that this creepy figure has to be a ghost, some have suggested that it may actually be a guardian angel or even the man's spirit caught astral travelling around the room. What do you think the figure in this image is? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Before we get to that number 1 spot and take a look at a knife-wielding clown caught on camera, remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on channel notifications. That way you'll be up to date with all our latest creepy content. In 2016, the owners of a house in Texas decided to review their CCTV security footage after they discovered that their back gate had been left open. What the cameras captured was terrifying. A man dressed as a clown can be seen approaching the front door of the house at around 2 AM. With a butcher's knife in one hand, he attempts to open the door. Realizing that it's locked, he makes his way down the driveway. Once around the side of the house, the clown tries another door before opening the gate and heading into the backyard. He is then seen attempting to enter the house via the back door, but that too is locked. He wanders over to another building that appears to be detached from the main house. He tries the door, but again it's locked. The creepy clown then continues walking around the house and is seen leaving the property via a side gate. While some believe that this footage has been faked, the mere thought of a killer clown trying to enter your house in the middle of the night is enough to make anyone want to pack up and move immediately.
Well, there's another episode down. Thank you so much for watching. Now in the comments section below, let us know which one of these stories you thought was the creepiest. Slap that thumbs up button as well, because it lets us know you're enjoying the content. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.